Hello and welcome to another scene for the Living World of Darkness, Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition, set in the Kingdom of Apples, New York City. Today's scene takes place at the infamous, fabulous freehold of the Free Hair, also known as Paul, but usually the freehold of the Fourth, if we're being quite honest with the lexicon of the players. But today we have a scene with William. Noble, mighty William, concerned about the commoners. William recently rescued a puka who had had his kidneys eaten. Well, one of his kidneys eaten. William, tell me what you're doing today with yourself, sir.
Basically, William is gonna go near that kid very slowly. He puts some education onto that guy, as in like, "Hey, your education, and that's it." No, it's not. He basically gave the teachers, uh, and he gave teachers what the his problem, and probably he's being taught about the society at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, William is how do I say it? He is slowly going near that guy, trying his Perkins, and basically trying to make sure that he William gets some information out of him regarding certain individuals.
Okay. Perkins he's a pretty young puka, probably just out of high school. And with all the education afforded to him, he seems to be more interested in fighting and learning how to be a better fighter than he is in just general cantrips or changeling lore or anything like that. So you find him actually firing a chimerical pistol, practicing his aim.
William goes waits for a while and then goes near him, and then he will say "Yo."
Oh, and he puts the pistol in in a holster he's wearing. Hello, is there something I can help you with?
What's up?
Just trying to get my head wrapped around everything, and it's been pretty easy so far.
Teachers are treating you well?
No, they're slackers.
Horrible. I thought so. They're usually horrible.
They try, he says, and gives a slight smirk.
So I want to ask a couple questions, but I think they told you the question doesn't work well with you.
So I've noticed.
How about I ask questions, and then we try to understand each other as best as possible?
Sounds like it's going to be a headache for you, but I'm
okay. Then I will actually just not ask questions and give straight sentences.
A discussion, you mean?
Yes. Don't get me wrong. First and for all, I hope you're okay regarding what happened to you, because it's not just something that happens to everybody every day.
Well, that's a relief, because that was a really fucked up thing. One minute I'm in a park listening to a musician and everything goes crazy bright, and the next thing I know, some guy shoving me into the trunk of his car, and then a freezer.
Yeah. Fucked up. While you're here, you will have protection, but don't stay here a lot because it's going to make your brain fuzzy. I think the teachers told you about that as well.
There's a little bit that comes back. I mean, It's relatively new, but the more they talk, the more it makes sense. Does that make sense?
I got you.
I just, with all the stuff I'm learning, I can't help but feel like I'm forgetting something.
No, yeah, yeah. It's understandable. I don't know why people are screaming downstairs. Sorry, but William says they're very fucked up stuff, but hopefully you will get better and learn about those fucked up stuff. But I usually try to try to create a better society as best as I can.
Well, that's good.
You probably will hear about the kings and queens and counts and dukes and barons and Arcadian she soon, and nobles.
Nobles?
Yeah, there are some assholes. The whole changing society is like Dark Ages. Baroness of this place, baron of this place. While Brooklyn has democracy thanks to this motley and its people, but we are also part of that stupid system.
He gives a nod.
The reason I come here is actually just to make sure that you're okay, and want to talk about stuff, I will. But I also, as I have said, there's a couple things I need to learn to make sure nothing happens like happened to you.
Seems reasonable. Is there somewhere to sit, or you just want to like stand
Come
out
on,
here
come
in the?
on.
All
Oh
right,
man, come on. Let's go near the food area.
and he'll follow you
He
to the table.
he sits and gives him a bunch of stuff from my table that doesn't finish.
Okay.
He gives him
Yeah,
a cake.
a cake.
Yeah, heard you like cakes.
I mean, who doesn't like a whole cake to themselves?
I have no idea.
I heard you're a vegetarian.
That's wrong.
Well, I guess I should work on where I get my gossip.
Exactly. What other gossips do you hear?
Um, I hear the shitty dreams that we've been having are spreading pretty slowly.
Yeah.
Um, I hear that the nobles seem to be real fond of you. He says with a.
Yeah, they are. They love
And
it. They love a guy who's all about out of their reach.
kind of a kick over their sandcastles kind of guy, right?
Yeah. Seems they like the guys who kick their sandcastles.
Um, I don't know. Don't put too much stock in the things you hear.
I want to know what you heard and anything that can help me regarding tracking down these fools who try to fucking eat you.
Unfortunately, I don't know too much about the guy. He would do this thing, and all I remember is him doing something like this gesture, and then everything would go black, and I'd just wake up in pain.
You know, I the place you got captured. Maybe you heard some stuff about like that place being a regular place to capture people or stuff like that.
Um, I don't know, man. They didn't gossip around me too much, but I know that when he had me strapped to the table one time, he spent a long time staring at that laptop.
Yeah, okay. And we'll check that laptop again then.
He nods. I wish I could be more help. I really do.
No, no, it's completely okay. I know. I apologize for bringing this up, man. Like, I think this should be a really fucked up thing for you.
It's is is he? Was that guy like
Dead.
us?
No, he's not. He is different. He is a you're a creature of nightmares and normal dreams. He is a creature of a nightmare.
Hmm.
I got an offer for you.
What?
You want to help people, or you're just like shit happened to me, but I want to look after myself.
Well, let me think. Helping others. And he gives a smile. He's like, who has time for that? But he holds out his hand like, yeah, I'd like to help. Because you ask him questions.
Mm-hmm. He shakes his hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a council member, okay? That makes me an equal to a knight. But in my opinion, I'm actually equal to the king, because nobody above me, nobody below me.
Some anarchistic thoughts there.
Pardon?
No one above, no one below. Anarchy.
Not anarchy.
It's literally a quote from the Anarchist Cookbook.
You know too much. That's good. In our place, we don't have squires, but
Okay.
like we are open to people who want to help. If you want to help, I don't think nobody's gonna stop you. The system is basically about like if you want to help, you're okay with helping. I heard you were interested in fighting, blah blah blah. I can teach you some stuff. I don't know how to use a gun, but I know how to use a sword, and I know I'm kind of good with punching people.
He goes, "Oh, I don't know how to use a gun either," he says. And he pulls the pistol and he like points. You guys have walked a very far distance away from the targets.
Mm-hmm.
He points and like he decides to be a bit flashy and he like spins the gun with his finger and then pulls the trigger. And you just see like a moment after like the like a little on the target.
Nice one.
Lucky shot.
Sure. I'm gonna check that computer, and we should work on your education and all that jazz.
I love jazz.
So do I. Um, I'm gonna check the computer then, and maybe talk with others. But it was nice to talk with you. He extends a hand.
And he'll take his hand, give him a handshake.
Um, he gives him a paper. Like, mind if you write the place that he got captured?
And he writes down Washington State Park.
Yeah, he takes the paper. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime.
See you later, man.
See ya.
William first goes to his home
Mm-hmm.
and starts checking the computer.
Okay. Roll perception investigation, I guess, or intelligence investigation.
First, I need to roll my willpower
Why?
because nightmares.
Oh, yes.
I fail because it's fucking godly successes. I have like one success.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
fine. I'm not really sorry either.
Yeah. You say intelligence investigation.
Mhm.
I got one success. Basically,
Okay.
William is looking like whatever he didn't see in the past. He just like ignores what he searched before, which was the camera stuff. But now he is like trying to get more information regarding this guy and others. He can learn about emails and stuff like that. Some people just leave their emails, open immediately. You don't give the password, you just click and it opens. Just like what I do in the job, but maybe this guy is a piece of shit and doesn't leave it like that.
Actually, what you'll find is there's not a whole lot of like communication stuff on there. What there is a lot of videos on there, like
Mm-hmm.
a lot more than what you saw. Like you guys took out cameras inside and outside the bar. I think there was like a total of what, 8 cameras
Mm-hmm.
total. There are at least 25 different angles visible in these videos.
For everywhere.
There's a lot of different places. It's not everywhere. They um, roll me another. Let's see. Roll me perception alertness, I guess.
William will try to see the bar that he went to check for Lola and stuff, if it's there.
Yeah, there's several bars. Um, but perception alertness to see if there's something else you notice about these other places.
2 successes.
Okay. They are actually focused on places of like, as a changeling, how there are places that have like that feel of glamour, even though they aren't changeling places. They're not like freeholds or like parks or museums, these places of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
They are focused on those.
They're basically monitoring
Yes.
changelings.
Yes.
Hmm. William starts checking more videos to see
Um,
if they have like he tries to understand if he can close some cameras. For example, if this can the computer
mhm.
has a connection to other bars, and if he can open or close those cameras in those bars.
um, roll me a intelligence technology
Let's check if I have that shit. I
or
don't have it.
computers.
I don't have computers as well. I have investigation, academics, grammar, medicine, politics. William knows about like opening computers, writing on Facebook, and sending emails. That's all.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about that stuff. So
Yeah.
he's gonna
He's not
take the
gonna.
computer. Yeah, he's gonna take the computer and go near Dixie.
Uh, you're gonna be so disappointed. No, that's fine. So Dixie has moved her stuff, like her workshop stuff, to Calypso's grotto.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where that's where she'll be when you take the laptop to her.
And
And
like
she
he
look.
just like enters the fucking workshop. Hey,
Oh, hey,
hey!
long time no see. How you doing?
You always leave me alone.
I don't. I'm not trying to do it on purpose or nothing. Jeez.
She closes the door. What's up, girl? What you doing?
Working on shit again. Um,
I
you know,
heard we have a computer genius in this room.
are you that good with computers?
No, I heard you are good with computers.
Where the fuck do you get your gossip?
Dixie, Dixie. As he like opens his hands. Some of us has to be good at some stuff. If it's not me, if it's not you, what are we gonna do about this?
I mean, I can try, but
Yeah,
you're
I need
gonna
you to
be.
try. I need you to try. Basically, there's a Tlane bar that we
Mhm.
found a fucking puka, and they were like doing some bad juju to that guy.
Hmm.
Now, my problem is, Dixie, is that I need to see if these computers can check those cameras and then close up the cameras in other bars.
Uh, Usually people have their switches on closed circuits, so there's a good chance somebody's been sending this guy information,
What kind of information?
like the cameras. Like it's probably through a proxy setting. They don't
Mm,
necessarily establish control through proxy visual.
okay.
I mean, you'd have to find the computers that they're actually streaming to directly that are controlling them.
How about like, can you enter a stream and like show me what's going on in one of the places right now?
Oh, that should be a little easier. I'm not going to roll because
Mm-hmm.
that'll
NPC.
stall the it'll stall the fucking scene. But she'll poke at the computer for a while, stream of obscenities. Come on, you fucking thing, do your fucking job. I swear to God, if you don't, and she like bangs on the side of the laptop a couple of times. Do your fucking thing. Come on, you piece of shit. And eventually the computer complies because knocker. And she um, starts clicking. Is there any place you want to check out specifically?
He starts like checking the last bar
Uh,
that he saw.
I think that was what Monstrous Regiment, or was it
Yeah.
King's Head? Yeah, Monstrous Regiment. Um, you see people going in and out of it. It's a regular camera, so you don't see like Fey mains on it.
Mm-hmm. Anybody in the fucking freezer?
um, there doesn't appear to be a freezer in this one. The guy who runs it is a different kind of Thalane,
Mm-hmm.
so he doesn't need a freezer.
Hmm. Anything shady?
Oh, plenty. um, the Thalane love fucking shade. You see some who go in rather clandestine, looking individuals, and they come out with like a briefcase. They go in with a briefcase, come out without one, that sort of thing. Lots of
Mm-hmm.
uh, lots of stuff that seems suspicious to anybody who's looking.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. So, like,
Also,
can you
none of these
create?
people seem particularly tired.
Wait, what?
None of these people look tired.
These fuckers doesn't look tired, Dixie.
Yeah, I noticed. What do you think of that?
I don't know, but this is something that Leon needs to know. Fucking hell.
Back in
Hmm.
hell indeed.
So, can you build me an EMP?
She gives you a look. I mean, I could. Um,
EMP for cameras.
Nothing that specific. No, usually an EMP is going to take out an area for a very long, long time.
Dixie, I need you to
No.
get good.
William, I need you to understand how things work.
No, I need you to get good.
I mean, I understand physics does tend to not be the thing for us that it is for everyone else, but an EMP, um, it lacks a certain finesse.
These cameras are basically like, oh, I'm just going to show this to a cop. And guess what, Dixie? William is in prison. Welcome to the barony of Brooklyn. Yay!
Ah, why?
Yeah, why?
Have you ever considered a disguise or something?
Can you make a disguise on me and like I can just enter there and be like slap, slap, slap?
Uh,
Never mind. It's a bad idea.
I mean, do go the hat and trench coat route. It works for the Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles are crazy.
Hmm. I mean, I could probably give you something that would be small enough to take out the electricity, like the communications and stuff in like a specific area. But if you're talking about taking out all the cameras at once, definitely not.
Okay. I will have
So
to do this the old way.
she just told you she can make something small enough that if you go to a place, you can knock out their stuff.
Oh, okay. Then he will get that one.
I should be able to build that in like a couple of days.
God damn it, Lindsay.
Lindsay,
Dixie. Okay, Dixie. That would be nice to have because it's very tiring, and I understand that.
like if things were a little better, if I could get a good night's sleep on a regular basis, and you know how things are. Yeah, it'd probably be a little better. But
Yeah.
how is that going, by the way? Any clues onto what the solution may be?
Soon. Probably next month it's going to be done.
Yeah, sure. Because who the fuck needs sleep, right?
Exactly.
You want a cup of coffee before you
No,
go?
I need to talk with certain people.
Coffee precludes talking.
Yeah, let's just have a coffee first.
And she smiles and she pours him a cup of coffee. It's probably a little strong, but
Thank you.
yeah.
William drinks the coffee. He stands silent and his hand goes to her hair and ruffles it.
She gives him like a squint. I'm not like a child, right? Just
Who
because I'm
cares?
short.
Ah, you're fine here.
Yeah, it's nice. It keeps me close enough to the people I give a fuck about.
Mm-hmm.
Better than having to trek about looking for another knocker to apprentice under. I figure
I mean, I think you're coming to a point where you should take someone under yourself.
maybe when I hit it, maybe when I'm a old ass motherfucker like Maurice was, but
Okay. You don't have a patience for kids?
do you?
No.
All right then. Nah, miss the old guy, but not enough to carry on his legacy, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. He ruffles her hair again, okay, it's fine.
She does
You
that
will get good
thing,
one day.
that aggravated look when somebody like sucks in their lips, like
It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be okay.
she smooths out her hair. You know how hard it is to keep knocker hair.
I had no idea.
You don't touch a knocker's hair.
Why?
The same reason.
Is it a divine right? Divine rule?
She just gives you a look. Because if you do it again, I'm gonna stab you with a screwdriver.
Yeah. Stab me. You stab me as well.
Ugh. Stab you so many times, she says, with a smile. All the stabs.
All those stabs. I'm gonna
Did
jump
you want to
out.
borrow the wings?
I can fly. I'm getting close to the Wayfair 4. I'm actually, I have Wayfair 4 now.
That's not what I asked.
No, no, no. It's thank you. We should do that too. Can you make it for Misha, but when she's in a seal form?
That seems a little ridiculous.
I agree. Or for Kelgar maybe, so he can be a flyable.
I
No, okay, never mind.
I would like to get my hands on Misha's boyfriend. I think I could fix his wings with some sort of prosthetic apparatus.
Well, yeah, we'll let him know.
I mean, he would have gears permanently strapped to him, but they'd be chimerical. So, I mean, no worse than what he's got going on now, right?
Anybody giving you trouble?
Just you.
Okay, I can't beat myself, I guess.
Get good.
You get good. So I'm gonna jump out. See you later, okay?
All right, I'll have that device ready for you in like
It's called EMP.
I know what it's called, and device is sufficient. One less syllable. Your desire to clarify device has drug it out this far.
It's our secret weapon. It's fine.
GTFO.
See you later.
And she smiles and like um moves on moves back to like working on whatever she was working on before you came in.
Mm-hmm. William goes towards this bar,
Which
but he
one?
actually the bar that like
Monstrous Regiment?
yeah,
Okay.
and he enters another bar close to it that has a like like are there other bars near it?
Yeah.
What he's gonna do, like he is wearing like a black hoodie. He closes his face,
Mm-hmm.
and he has this like thing that where you can close your face. I don't know what's this called, like something that like a mask,
Mm-hmm.
like a ski mask, But what he doesn't enter to the bar that is like he doesn't enter this bar. He
Mm-hmm.
is just around, but like he makes sure that he is not seen by the cameras.
Okay.
He just
Um
what's up?
I'm gonna
Something's wrong.
say stealth, I think.
He's not stealthing though. He's just like making sure the cameras are like turning to the other side, and then he goes or like looks around, maybe sees a camera, and then like doesn't go there. You understand what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
Maybe I should roll perception awareness.
Yep. See if you can determine the blind spots of these cameras.
I'll spend a willpower for this because it's important. I got 2 successes.
You were able to discern at least two blind spots that you could
Yeah.
stay in.
He will wait for that blind spot. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he will wait.
Yeah.
Basically, like watch what's going on there from a distance.
It's the late afternoon crowd there, and you've got a couple of people who've obviously been there longer than they should. You know, little past tipsy, and a little bit before rip roaring drunk, but still not useless to anybody or not useful to anybody. The bartender with his horns, looking satory but gross, just sitting there chatting up with the locals. There are a couple of changelings in the bar, unseelie, but they don't seem to be conducting any business. They are just there to sort of drink away their sorrows.
William actually waits for place to close.
You are going to be there a while. Roll me your impatience.
Okay, thank you. That's a good one. 9 and 8 and 9
Okay.
and 1 1.
Okay, so what? 2 successes then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to. Well, what's the standard difficulty for an impatience roll?
Set by SD.
Why?
My plan is to enter
Mm-hmm.
when everybody leaves with Wayfarer Tree from a blind spot,
Uh-huh.
uh, while wearing a mask. And
What's your bunk?
I don't know my bunk yet. um, and basically, enter while everyone is left, put the mask on, and basically just see what's inside.
Okay.
Um, so this is going to be weird because it's a Turkish thing, okay? It's a very old Turkish movie. It's about 40. Um, Let me actually translate this word. So, uh, it's about 40 tug or highwaymen, okay?
Thieves, 40 thieves. Are we talking about the stories of Sherazade?
I think so. And they say like open the gate, open.
Open
Uh,
Sesame?
yes, that one. And they say like they like the they have this cave and the cave's door opens
Yeah.
and then that close sesame close and then it closes.
Yes.
So he's gonna do that, It's I didn't knew it was like
Well known in America.
yeah, I didn't knew that.
Yeah. Well, for theater nerds, it is because the Tales of Sherazade are like a very popular play for theater people. So, yeah, Open Sesame. I'll make that a -2.
Thank you. It's gonna be difficulty 7 again then because actually no, it's gonna be difficulty 6 because William is William and Faye is uh, he goes so he's using Faye. Basically, what I want to do, like I want it to be closed and then I will enter. Do I see like anybody remain inside or something like that?
Nah, you even see the bartender leave for the evening.
Okay. Um, and maybe Kelgar can find a blind spot for William to enter.
You
So
found
he's
it earlier.
listen. If
Uh-huh.
I enter to the bar, actually, I'm gonna do something very different, which can be very weird. I'm gonna enter through the toilet.
Mhm.
So like not a lot of like I think it's illegal to put camera to toilet.
Yeah.
So like the cameras won't see him using a magical way to enter this place. You understand what I mean? Like
Mhm.
even if camera sees William, um, and basically sees that he is like inside while he's wearing a ski mask or everything, I want to make sure cameras doesn't see him using magic because it's a breach
Mhm.
that I don't want to do. And I want to tell you, I know I have a flaw called like there's a scar on his neck and his
Mhm.
face, distinguishing features, but like he will close those features
Okay.
with like ski mask um, and his neck is closed with I think uh, like his neck is closed with like the hood and he puts something to his neck as well to close his neck.
Okay.
Only his eyes are visible and like he puts his hair in the like he tries his best to hide himself. Let's just say it that way.
Mhm.
His hair is in the
Is in the Umbra? Okay.
yeah, not in the
Okay.
in the hood and uh his eyes already have what was the name of that thing?
That's fine. He conceals
Contacts.
himself. You can just say
Yeah.
he conceals his identity. I'm not going to be like roll me subterfuge or disguises or some bullshit. Just yeah, people know to cover your face if you don't. You robber style. Gotcha.
This is the first time he robs a place if he's gonna rob
Mhm.
a place.
All right. So did you roll your
I'm
cantrip?
about to. I'm about to. I really apologize. I'm about to. Just checking the cantrip and like see what kind of like stuff that it has. Um,
Don't forget that nightmares +2 difficulty for shit.
no, it's right now it's difficulty 6 because I did a good bunk,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it like -2,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's +2, which is 7, and then I'm using Fey because I'm using this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's because the trolls are like -1 face difficulty 6.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm spending a 1 glamour by the way.
Okay.
I have one, two, three, four successes, which one success is enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
The
say
door
open sesame, the door
curses.
opens.
Yeah, and the door creates to persist for 1 minute per success. So it's the door is there for only for William for
Mm-hmm.
4 minutes.
Okay.
Portal passage. I never thought I was gonna use this, by the way, but it's a very good thing to have. Oh, see,
Yes.
you're like, I'm trying to cut this shit and do your job. Okay, okay,
Do
girl.
your
Sorry.
thing. I know.
He enters.
Changeling is fucking fun. Go.
He enters,
Uh huh.
and like he pulls a sword, chimerical sword, not the real one because he doesn't have a real one.
Uh huh.
Um, and actually like starts looking around. First like he enters a bar, and he entered this bar. He knows where the stage is. He knows where the shit is. But did he see like where's the high, like where is the backstage or something like that, or what was the name of that thing?
Green
Something
room.
like back doors, or like not the back door that goes outside, but the back door that enters to the kitchen, or anything like freezer, a place maybe one guy sleeps, stuff like that.
No. There's not a
Office.
whole lot of setup for any of that. There's like a counting room behind the bar, which is where like they'd cash out for the night.
Hmm.
Um, but there's not going to be there's not like a backstage. Like the band would have had to get ready in the bathroom. It's
Okay. Um, there's only counting room, bathroom, and the bar. That's all.
yeah.
Okay. William just like opens the door of the counting room and like enters the counting room.
Okay. Um, you'll need to roll either do another cantrip or roll for Dex larceny to open that door or
Oh,
Dex
it's locked.
security. Yeah, counting room. It's where you keep the money. You don't leave that shit open.
Okay. Um,
Do you have
William,
larceny?
I don't have larceny. I can just break the door in. It's completely okay. But
Okay.
my problem is, William wants to make sure that he doesn't see any. He can't. He can't see. It looks like if there's any cameras looking at him, but he failed. But he knows there are cameras here
Mm-hmm.
because he actually saw. Was there anyone that was looking at the counting room?
There's. What do you mean? Are there any cameras looking at the counting room?
No,
Yeah,
no.
there.
If you remember, like I rolled for perception alerts. Like I don't see cameras right now, but
Mhm.
I saw this place having cameras, and I checked it on the computer.
Yes.
So, is there cameras looking to the counting room?
Okay. So here's the thing. You can look from the door of the counting room and see a camera, but that doesn't mean it would be one that is necessarily attached to that stuff. Like the ones
Hmm.
that people are watching might be on a different circuit, if that makes sense to you. Like
I
sometimes people
understand.
have different security. Like they have stuff that they would show mortal cops. Like, hey, look, this fucker broke into my bar.
Hmm.
But they also have stuff they don't want cops to see.
Yeah,
So,
that's why William wants to find. That's the thing that William wants to find.
yeah.
So William actually just like pushes a door in with his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
A strength brawl.
Okay.
Failed.
Ouch.
Yeah, it hurts.
I mean, you can try again
I
at a
will.
higher.
That makes it difficulty 9.
Yeah. Get good.
Yeah, well, I guess.
He's just tired, you understand. He's a very
Yeah.
tired troll. Oh my
And
goodness.
nope, nope.
So close to a botch. Would you
Yeah.
like to would you like to try again?
Mm,
Come on, give me that botch.
I'm not gonna do that much now. Mm, I am thinking, what can I do?
What did you do
I'm
to get
checking
in the
my.
bar?
Pardon?
What did you do to get into the bar?
I did Wayfair 3,
Mm-hmm.
but see, I have common sense, and I uh, there are cameras here.
Hmm.
They may see me using an art in front of a camera, if they're especially locked cameras, and that they can use as
Roll
leverage.
roll wits.
Okay. Oh, three successes.
Okay. When you were looking at the cameras, you saw nothing magic.
Ah, they delete those stuff then.
It doesn't pick up.
Oh, okay.
This isn't like Suburban Apples, in which Carol forgot how technology worked and now it's a different canon. So,
The mist helps him, right?
yeah, basically. Like, it's not going to come across on a camera, but, like if you couldn't see changelings and you know that there were changelings coming into this bar, then you know that these cameras aren't picking up your Fey me.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore they also would not pick up
But
cantrips. I mean,
but
the mist would help. Like it would just make it look like a static or something.
okay. He will roll for it and say the same thing again.
Higher difficulty then. Just 7
Okay,
because
difficulty 7.
yeah.
I got 3 and he is open for 3 minutes.
Okay.
I spend another glamour. I'm in.
Yeah. If you decide to look at like there will be a laptop that has its or sorry, not a laptop, a desktop, and it has like the cameras in the bar on the screen, and you'll see that there's like as soon as you walk in because the screen is always on,
Mm-hmm.
that one of those is staticky.
Yeah, he takes those files if he can.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, he will take the hard drive.
Just rip it out of the computer.
I will after I check the computer.
Okay.
Basically, I am trying to find information as best as I can about those fucking. They enter with, you said um, they enter with stuff and leave without them, and he's looking for suitcases.
Okay, so yeah, going back to the day, you'll see like there are people that because there are no mains shown, you can't determine
Mm-hmm.
if they like who they are besides who they would have been when you were watching them. Um, but whoa, what did you just botch? Or
His name
somebody
is
else? What the fuck is Nelson, dude?
I don't know. Just ask him in the changeling chat, I guess, or PM. But
In a scene, Nelson. Um, um, let me think. I wonder if that's a botched nightmare roll. I'm thinking it is, which
I
means
think
I'm
it is.
gonna, yeah. Um, okay. You'll see people like very gaunt looking, and they'll be handing like they'll hand things off. Like sometimes it looks like have you ever been to a butcher shop? You know how they put
Mm-hmm.
things on like paper and then tie it with string?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see stuff like that, but like there's like movement under the paper.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Um, yeah,
Tries to find those suitcases in this room if he can, because
they're not
they
no people.
entered.
Yeah, people would who would come in without suitcases would leave with them.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, the
Um,
briefcases, not suitcases, briefcases.
is there a place where, like, he does he go inside and like bring something to them?
Mm-mm. No, this was exchanges by patrons. Like people would come in with this stuff, handle their business because nobody's messing with them in this location.
No, no, no. My thing is like you said, they come with Bell stuff. They go with briefcase. That means that he was giving them something, right? Um,
Other people were giving, like, people were meeting there
mhm.
to do stuff.
Okay. There's no suitcases in here, or nobody gave
No.
from here. This is just where the
Mm-hmm.
meeting happens. Okay. William will take these stuff and he will like look at the computer to see if he can find out what's going on.
Um,
Like more stuff that is leading towards the Other Tulane, he actually searches for Lola as well. Maybe like Lola was here. Um, Far fetched, I know, but he still tries
Yeah,
because
you
she was
don't.
here once.
Yeah, she isn't here. Like if you go back to like the show, you'll see her, and she's being very shy as usual during her show. But yeah, there's no video of her there afterwards.
Mhm.
Um,
He
Go ahead.
again tries to like find out more information regarding Tulane, any lead or anything like that, other than the bar itself.
Um, the There's a couple of gaunt individuals. Roll me a perception alertness.
Hmm. Got one.
One. Somebody kind of looks like you may have seen them in like Mortal Politics,
Wait, what?
like a mortal politician.
There's a mortal politician coming in with a suitcase and or leaving with a suitcase. God damn it!
Well, that's what you see them as on the camera. Now that their Fey mane isn't in the way.
There's a mortal politician. He's gonna like take the photo of that guy with his phone.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Not higher up. He's not like the mayor or anything like that, but he's one of the many people that makes their ins and outs of City Hall.
It's important because that's actually very important thing to a Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Leon is the count of this place, and like
Mm-hmm.
this kind of information is very important. If Tulane is in your city control, that's
Mm-hmm.
bad for you. Like
Yep.
they like especially how do I say this? They can make Williams if they can prove it's William, they can make his life a living hell,
Mm-hmm.
especially with the in and outs of that hold.
Mm-hmm.
William like nods to himself in that fucking thing, and he's just like, God damn it.
So, but other than that, nobody seems particularly familiar.
Mm-hmm. Other than the ones he saw, probably. But
Yeah, like yeah. There's a couple of like changelings that you recognize from bumming about town. Like,
mm-hmm.
dude, stop it.
Pardon?
Like, dude, why are you coming to this bar?
Yeah, man. Like he's gonna talk with them. Like, dude, can you like stop, please, before you also get fucking killed by like nobody? Like, I'm gonna give you a fucking beer if the freeholder free hair. He's gonna tell him. But he nods to himself again.
Mm-hmm.
Takes that fucking um takes the camera footage,
Mm-hmm.
deletes them, especially the ones that is actually has himself in it.
Mm-hmm.
Then looks for shit to steal.
I mean, there's a safe, but it's bolted to the floor.
What does
Um,
bolted to the floor means?
like you can't just pick it up. it's it's bolted to the floor, like it fixed to the floor.
If it says safe, that means there may be a lot of money inside, or something else.
Yes.
Also, like there may be information in that safe.
Yes, but you cannot pick it up to move it. It is bolted to a concrete floor.
I can open with Fair Tree, I think.
I don't know. What does it say?
No, I can open the door. I think
Okay.
it's about opening a door towards.
Yeah.
Toka Child draws a door, chalk bedroom wall, which becomes her gateway to the world. Slow
Yeah.
Child creates a trapdoor in the floor, leading sealed off basements, blah blah blah.
Okay.
Discard gaining entry or agrees whenever and wherever changing desires.
It's fine.
Portal passage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll let it. But what's your bunk?
William, he's gonna
Mm-hmm.
imitate um, Dixie. You know how she like hits things and like says like you fucking take work, you fucking drink. So he's gonna imitate Dixie. It's like over your fucking drink, your fucking drink, over your fucking
Are you doing the squeaky voice?
yeah.
All right, we'll make that a -2 then.
Thank you. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Good lord. So yeah, you reach into this thing, and you can pull out. There's like a box, several like notebooks. It's a locked metal box. Several notebooks and like a zipped up sack where the money would be kept.
He takes all of them.
Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
He's like, I take contribution of this lane.
You've been paying taxes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if these bitches paying their taxes. I don't think they do.
Probably not.
He leaves the money.
All right.
Actually, he doesn't because these are fucked up people anyway.
All right. So what are you doing now?
He leaves this place.
All right. You gonna do another portal passage out, or are you gonna?
I'm gonna do another portal passage out.
Okay.
Do the same shit with squeaky voice, which is the 7. I got 2 successes I can fuck out, and I spent like.
I was going to say you've got like, yeah, you got 2 successes. Yeah, hurry up.
Yeah. He checks the metal box and notebooks to see what they're inside of them.
Mm-hmm. Inside the notebooks are there's 2 notebooks. One has like what is like the tax collector friendly version of the books. The numbers seem different. You probably have to ask Misha what's going on with that since she has finance.
Yeah.
But like first glance, you notice it pretty much looks like the same thing.
Metal box.
Metal box is locked.
I need Misha for that as well, I guess.
Either that or use strength brawl to pry the fucking thing out.
What is it like? Does it look like something that kept weird things inside?
I don't know. You'd have to open it to find out.
Does my common sense tells me smashing it is a bad idea?
Your common sense tells. I mean, it's a metal box. I don't know if like it doesn't. Your common sense says I don't know what's inside the metal box.
We'll just like smash it open then.
Okay.
I have 1 success.
It takes you a while. Like, why am I so weak today? You finally pry open this aluminum box. Inside is roll perception kenning before I describe this.
Okay. Perception kenning. I have no success.
Okay. Well, it looks like dross. Like different kinds. I mean, it's not the.
He's gonna show it to Leon anyway.
What?
The next morning, he's gonna go near Leon
Uh huh.
and show it to him what he found out and stuff like that. Give him a
Okay.
report. Basically, like William, after that night, he will just go in front of the queen, the barony, part of the county,
Mm-hmm.
and like he will just wait until morning, being bored.
Roll me,
Life.
roll me impatience.
Okay, no problem. Well, mm, 8.
All right. Yeah, you don't like it, but
Yeah.
ah,
There's nothing else to do, or sleep, or to wait. William doesn't like sleeping.
yeah. All right.
Then he
So,
will enter when he morning happens.
all right. The guards, like the night guards, would have been like watching you, like, "What are you doing? Like, no, it's closed for the evening. What are you doing here?" Um,
Need to
but
see the count.
he's not here right now.
I will wait for more then.
All right. And yeah, eventually morning rolls around. There's the changing of the guards. Um, what are you doing here?
Waiting for the count.
Oh man, he got here like 20 minutes ago.
Good. Can I
And
come in now?
they step aside. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Aren't
And
you the one who saw I was like painting the wall?
you saying all trolls look the same?
Yeah, Superman. Sorry, had a rough night.
um, anyways, Leon's out on the field. It's a really early morning, so like the knights are doing their warm ups, and Leon's stretching.
Hello. William comes in, very tired. It's obvious.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Black, Councilman Black, how are you doing?
Quite fine. I would like to know how are you as well.
Had better nights. Can't complain about the company.
I understand. Can we? I would like to speak in private.
Oh, yeah. He looks around and he like whistles, and little squire comes up, and he informs her to lead the other knights and squires through their morning routine. All right,
Must
to
be a
my office.
must be a badass squire.
She's fairly proficient.
Yeah, she talks a lot though.
He just gives you an eyebrow raise, like you talk a lot.
Exactly. This taste is obvious. Strange things happening. You have a unseelie members of an unseelie house in your retinue.
Times are changing.
That's what I say all the time. It was me laughing, not Lilium laughing.
I mean, as long as she doesn't sit there and openly plot my demise, I suppose it's a one up from some of my uh, citizens. He says as he gives William a look.
Well, she doesn't plot your demise, she plots democracy's demise.
Does she?
She is the reason Sebastian did what he did. She told that idiot Leo was treated like a lesser than how she should be treated. I told that Leo, as he doesn't even take her name to his mouth,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the fuck her name is, as he says with this very distasteful way, or was, I told her myself that I will make sure if she wishes to go somewhere else, I will talk with the Barons myself. She said nobody would have me because she is connected to Isidore. Then that idiot took our mercy and threw it to our governor's face because some squire couldn't keep her mouth shut and didn't understand that the we were giving her mercy. It was the most peaceful fucking thing ever happened in the history. And guess what? Some people weren't happy because they were forced to work, stay out of places that they never earned. We never closed doors to her. We never did anything to her. We never nobody treated her badly. We made sure that nobody actually treats her badly. But guess what? We got shit on anyway. Thanks to that little idiot.
Wait, which idiot?
Both of them are idiots, but thanks to the squire, we have the Sebastian got caught, did what he did. We heard that it's because she told Sebastian that we are treating nobles very badly, and we didn't do any of those. And we treat our guards badly. Guess what? We didn't do those as well. Because of her, the way she's spoken with Sebastian and told some lies, Sebastian did what he did. That's why I don't like your squire. I'm sorry.
Nobody ever said you have to like everyone.
No, but she better respect she better stop lying for her own safety. Next time, people might get extremely angry, Count.
Are you
Because
threatening my squire?
I'm not threatening her squire. I'm saying that there might be consequences for her actions. You may have very unhappy council members coming to your door saying she's keep lying. I don't like when my integrity is being uh, reduced to someone's, especially some noble's mouth. Because I am not those men who killed individuals or treated them badly. I said the one word, and everyone in Brooklyn will be equal. And after that time, that's what happened.
Interesting.
This is not the thing I wanted to talk, but I'm sorry for this shit turning into bits us becoming us again. That's not really what I meant to do. It's just I have opinions regarding her.
Obviously. She hasn't voiced any opinions to me, but I don't know. I'd say talk to her, but I don't know if I want you to.
I usually believe that talking can solve problems, but I
So
will
why are
give you
you
a second
talking to me about your problems with her as opposed to her about your problems with her?
because when did the talking with Arcadian she solved any fucking problems? Except maybe Charles. They came
She's,
here, conquer, and do what is good for them, and expect everyone to behave their divine right.
she's under Charles.
That's that's very good for her.
Well,
As if she wasn't under Charles, there would be more stuff coming.
hmm. He gives kind of a weary look to William and opens the door to his office. Please come in, have a seat.
Thank you. You're so kind. As he enters.
Hmm. He sits behind a desk. So, what is it you have to tell me?
So I'm really sorry. I know that you have a lot of things to do, and I take a lot of your time. Uh, but this thing I just learned is not something I can tell to everybody, and I think it's better to remain between us and trusted couple individuals. Your policy regarding Tulane is something I try to keep. I have been investigating them and trying to learn more about them. Recently, at the same time, we're looking for these rhapsodies that happens around your so-called domain.
So called.
It's your domain, but I don't like to call it domain. The firstly, when it comes to Tulane, they have a connection towards a politician that enters the hall of the city. He probably has some sway. That's not good. I have a camera footage and a phone, but you know what? We can't bring those here.
Hmm.
So it's probably staying with my human body in the entrance. Um, there's another bar in Brooklyn. Bunch of cameras. They people leaves with like enters with suitcases. Pardon, the people enters and like there's exchanges of suitcases. That seems like butchered individuals. There are camera footages for those as well. They have something like dross as he pulls out and like puts it on the table. I don't understand what that means or what is that.
Leon looks at it and then he closes the box. This needs to be destroyed.
Please. What is that though?
Their their particular form of currency. Everything we do, they have a sort of equal and opposite, sort of horrible way of doing things.
Hmm, quite sad. Well, I will get this bar as well quite soon. But the politician kind of like raised some suspicions because let's just say we do things, it's going to be the second bar that everyone disappears out of nowhere. That may create some kind of like police investigation with the guy who has influence like this.
You should talk to Mary or old boy's wife. Maybe you can set things aflame from a distance or something.
There are changelings in that place as well. We don't want to kill those people.
What the fuck are changelings doing in there?
Drinking, being idiots at the same time, drinking in the wrong place. I will talk with these guys and try to explain them.
Well, we're judged a bit by the company we keep, so let them know that they're on thin ice if they keep deciding to spend their time at such questionable locations.
Yeah, I will. The I'm probably thinking that you will just say get this done regarding the politician and the bar.
A politician may require a little more finesse. Don't want you arrested for assassination attempts or treason.
Well, I need to see what this politician guy is. I have some friends around these parts, but it's still worrying to see these people being sported. Maybe there's like a mafia connection or something because they people coming with suitcases and leaving with suitcases. It's just mafia is those like enters those kind of things. We don't want our changelings in trouble with mafia or politics. So yes, it will be done in secret and stealthily.
Good to
We
see
will
that you're
find
doing your part for the city, Councilman.
yeah probably you can add your barons in a couple of nights and then multiply and they will be equal to me about things they do about the city. But
Your modesty is really your
exactly,
most charming trait.
it is. What can I say when people just stays in their freeholds and doesn't do anything? It's just and it claim like they just do stuff. But well, whatever. Let's just talk less shit. Um,
Well, I know Mari has been putting her guards out on the streets during this stuff in Queens. Castiola's similar. I don't know what Sebastian's been up to, but I assume you have been also putting patrols out on the streets since nightmares have become more troublesome, especially with the threat of Rhapsody.
the guards are doing their best. It's just nightmares are a problem for everybody, including for guards. That's their job, and that's they're assigned for. We have communication systems being set up as well. Um, Regarding the Rhapsody, I have seen the satyr is arrested. She was
Mm.
not arrested. Sorry, she is taken to questioning. She's at Mari, not Amari, Mary,
Mariposa.
Mariposa. Yeah, Mariposa, her name.
Mm.
Um, the she seems to be innocent. She didn't do anything. She doesn't know anything.
How are you
She
coping with that?
well, I had a huge boner about getting a she on.
Huh. TMI, but okay.
Well, guess what? Not every what was the name of that? We'll see just a second. Not everything ends in climax. A fact well known to every individual, probably.
Can't say I
He
have
laughs.
experience with that level of disappointment. He says with like a
He laughs. Sure. There's the rat girl, the puka. She seems very shy, but there can be something a bit weird. The satyr claims to be the puka and the satyr is monthly. Satyr doesn't talk. Maybe you can make her talk. And other than that, we will find Lola soon with some arts. It seems a member of a house, Linehan, may be into this thing. Satyr was talking about a hypothetical situation about a House Linehan member being and her helping that member.
helping how.
She doesn't say. Hypothetical. The as I have said, we will go after this lady soon to learn more information. It's going to be a tough one because it's a puka.
Well, let me know if you need help with anything. Oh boy, blind guy. He can do the will-o-wisp if you can get something personal of hers.
Pardon?
Will-o-wisp.
The Soothsay, yeah. I don't I don't think I have something personal of her, but maybe I can find a, drumstick that she had. Did William took her card or something?
No, she
I
didn't
don't
have a
think so.
card.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do know where 2/3 of the band are, or
Yeah.
you have Kai's card.
Yeah. Kai. She's a left noble, as
What does
far as
that
I
mean?
heard. I don't know. She's not a noble anymore, I guess.
I didn't know they came in that flavor.
Yeah, I actually convinced one person to leave nobility.
How'd that work out for you?
She betrayed me after some time.
Hmm.
Can't trust Arcadian Sheet well. Having trouble trusting them.
Well, somebody who will willingly leave their house, you know, the group that trains and protects and rears them.
Sure, every house trains and protects. That's exactly what they do.
Well, I can speak for my own house.
The I'm hoping you have been informed regarding what we did for Brooklyn. Pardon, Bronx, as the situation with Bronx is going with turmoil.
Yes, you did the sleep thing again, right?
Yeah, we did. Hopefully, it'll help people.
Well, I appreciate the efforts that you've been putting forth, and I appreciate that you've been looking out for the other territories within the county as well.
Someone has to, someone has to think that they are all in the same place and not a lot different.
I agree.
I When I make an investigation, I also inform Mariposa and all that jazz, so there were no problems. She didn't like that I took her in, but she didn't specifically say you can't take her in. So
I appreciate you keeping up the right of domain, even though you don't seem to believe in it. Speaking of which, your red cap friend
yes,
needs to learn to watch her mouth. She's still on the hook for, well, everything. I've heard no progress report back from her on any of the requirements of her sentencing. And for her to call me Mufasa in mixed public certainly sends the message that she doesn't give a damn.
why are you talking this to me?
I believe you were her motley mate last announcement I heard from you on the subject.
Not anymore.
Ah. Well, I see her character carries her far even in her own personal circles.
We care about Shea. Shea has been put in a lot of different circumstances that she was bullied by others and she was told to do things that just ended horribly. Now, this doesn't excuse her behavior regarding the breach of a sheet. While what does calling you Mufasa means in public is he like tries to understand the situation as he's like to know what's wrong with calling you Mufasa in public.
There are people who find us interesting without exactly knowing why, who will look into things with only the subtlest hint of something being up. They may not look at me and think, lion puka. There's that certain liony vibe I give them. And if they hear some loudmouth referring to me as the father in Lion King, well, all it takes is one of those individuals feeling that that's justified enough reason to look into me. They look into me, they look into my knights, they look into all of us. You understand what I'm saying? You're muted, by the way.
I do. I understand. I personally think you should explain this to her. If you have time for it, of course.
Well, if she's not part of your motley, I don't exactly know how to get a hold of her anymore.
Hmm. I will give you her number. The I would like to know if there's anything else we should speak.
Not unless there's something else that you need to tell me.
I don't. I don't think so.
Um, well, then no, I don't think there's anything left for us to discuss.
Your knights requires deserve a beating.
Do you feel like going out there to fight with them?
Just don't want to prove, that I'm the biggest badass around. It's already proven, but just like I don't want to prove it again.
It's a training field, you realize, not a duel to the death field.
I had a lot of duel to the deaths, but yes, I know it's a training ground. I have this in my own freehold as well. I will leave, and probably your nobles will be happier.
Well,
he gets up and extends a hand.
He stands up and shakes William's hand. Starts arranging some stuff on his desk afterwards. If you want to roll perception alertness.
Okay, I guess. Assassination of William.
No. Just some details.
No.
Nope, that's a botch.
I can't botch. I can't botch alertness rolls.
Oh, well, then I can't give you even fake information. Just you're a failure, William.
Whatevs. He goes outside in the training ground and actually watches that stupid squire.
Mm-hmm. You gonna try and get a beat on what you're seeing?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and roll me perception alertness. Melee? Yeah.
Melee or alertness?
You know what? Either or.
I got 7. This doesn't work.
Yeah, no. You got no successes. Was that melee or alertness? Okay, then you can roll alertness. You can't figure out her fighting style, but there might be some other stuff.
Nope.
She certainly is fighting. Fighting a lot. At one point, you don't really grasp what the hell's going on. You do notice that people tend to not be able to hit her very well.
Mm-hmm. Dragon's Ire.
Or just being dexterous. But yeah, you can't tell if it's the fact that she's just spry and young against old guys, or if it's something else because you failed those roles. I mean, if you would you like to try kenning?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 2 successes.
Finally, there is definitely magic afoot. More than one thing, as a matter of fact. Others have stuff buffing them as well. I mean, nothing lethal going on here because, like Leon mentioned, it is a fucking training ground. But as you watch this squire moving along the field, you also notice like there will be times where the ground like ripples underneath her opponent, and they fall.
Yeah, William is laughing.
So, but yeah,
No,
she.
he laughs very arrogantly.
Okay.
Then he turns and leaves.
Okay. Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to do?
Nope.
All right. So here's where we end the scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.